Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. We'll kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Blue Devils offense takes the field. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's going to pass. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. With the catch, it's Jones. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
And off to Jones. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not just so you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. The give to the left. Shakes off the tackle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Coming after. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has it. They're going the other way.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Offense set on first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
It's complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looks as if he's going to run it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Second down coming up.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The deep. there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Hurricanes have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Using his feet. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the back. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll go right back to the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll run play action. Turns it loose. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air, it's Vick. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Makes his connection. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And off to Jones. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Wants to return it.
The return is brought down at the 36. And the Miami offense.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Canes will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have that.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Vick. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing you down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Lincoln. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on... and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Vic. Zings it complete to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. They'll try it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on 4th down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
The ball is out behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on his block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? The Canes will move the sticks. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unleashes one. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Nice move there. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, and then to fight another down.
The Blue Devils are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he dropped it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film.
Afterburners coming. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. It's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Hurricanes have moved it inside the 20. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
In the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams.
And he intercepts it. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
15-2-0.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's taking the deep shot. Snatches it on the right. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Line gets set, first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Canes are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, Crawford. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense...
Picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And he'll be brought down.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.